Me and my brothers, were looking at business ideas, and a lot of people were asking us to build them websites. And so we thought about doing that, and then we said, well, it's going to be hard if we really wanted to build a big business off that. What if we built something that could build websites? And that's kind of where the idea came from, to create free webs, is what it was called at the time. And so we put something together very quickly, just kind of the three of us. And we said, well, how are we going to get customers? No one's going to use this thing. No one's going to trust us. Why would anyone pay for it? And so we just kind of had this idea that, well, what if we just offered it for free? Just to get some users. And so we put it out there for free. We posted it to a couple directories and stuff like that. And, users started trickling in, and they would give us feedback on the product. Hey, I like this, I didn't like that. And we would quickly kind of modify the product and make tweaks. After a couple months of growing kind of, some users, then we said, oh, let's try putting some services in here that are paid. We'll call them premium services. And so we added a PayPal button, basically, to buy a subscription for different add-ons, and people started buying them. And when that happened, this was back in 2001, that's the moment we kind of realized this model was going to work, that having a free offering with premium components, what's now called a freemium model, was going to work in our business. Sure. So the first thing is the freemium model is now here to stay. It's no longer an experiment. There's billions of dollars of value in freemium companies. Dropbox just did a valuation at $10 billion, fully freemium product. You've got people like MailChimp and SurveyMonkey that are doing this stuff. You could call Zynga even a freemium business, right? And it's very different from something like a free trial, because most of the users can continue to use the free product without any problem. Right. It's not like you have to stop using it, you have to pay. Right. And so they make the money because of fraction pay. And so the reason you do it is basically, the free users are your replacement for marketing costs. So free users cost you money, of course, but you don't have to spend on marketing really, because what happens is they become your evangelists. Usually by using it, they somehow are promoting your product. In our case, there's a link at the bottom of the websites that gives us link backs, SEO value, all kinds of stuff. And so that's how the model actually works, is you create scale. It's cheap to host the users and stuff, because you build out a big infrastructure, and then you make your money from the paid customers. You do your marketing through the free customers. And what we're really going to be talking about is the advantage that a freemium company has is they have so many users that they can do rapid iteration and testing, because they have so much usage, right? We've had 40 million people sign up for webs.com since inception. And so with that kind of data, you can refine your product much better than anyone else can. And that's why Dropbox has the greatest, file sharing product, and that's why, we think we have one of the best website building tools out there. And we can do it, and because the model is so reliant on having such a refined product and a conversion funnel, because the whole business is dependent on it, much of the company becomes focused on the product itself, as opposed to things like, how can we buy users for less, or how can we brand ourselves, or, buy ads like GoDaddy does, or things like that. And so that's what distinguishes them, and that's why, at the end of the day, the freemium companies often have superior products, user experience, and things like that. Yeah, absolutely. So, you get your website for free, and what you pay for is things like a domain name. Instead of having a webs.com URL, you get your own custom domain name. You can have email at that domain name. We have e-commerce tool, and so you have to pay if you want to put a bunch of store items up, if you want to sell products. And if you want to remove our link at the bottom, you pay for that. So it's those kinds of things, and then of course extra space and bandwidth. We have premium templates. So there's a whole host of different things you get by becoming a premium user, and usually there's different tiers. So we have sort of a starter, an enhanced, and then a pro e-commerce package. Yeah, so we started talking to our users, and a lot of our users are what we call micro businesses. They're small 0 to 5 employee companies. They build their own website to support their company, and a lot of them suddenly said, we need to be on Facebook. We have Facebook pages. We want to do more with Facebook. And our mission is to help these small businesses manage their online presence no matter where it is. So we have websites. We have a mobile tool so you can mobilize your website. And then we said, well, social is a really important component. And so we acquired PageModo and actually just relaunched it a month ago. And the reception has just been phenomenal. I mean, people can now create really professional-looking custom fan pages without knowing how to code, without doing anything. Simply just, click a button, connect, put in your content, and publish it to your fan page. And you get this really beautiful-looking fan page as opposed to someone just coming and landing and seeing a Facebook wall, for example. Absolutely. So PageModo, we also have a freemium model applied to it. So it's one page for free. If you want more than one page, and if you want to remove the text link, and if you want to use some of our pro templates and stuff, then you can upgrade. Yeah. So there's two ways I would approach it, right? One is if you could, yes, maybe there's some component you want to give for free. As a way to kind of keep the users and keep them engaged and stuff like that. But another thing that we've seen is people approaching us and saying, okay, because you have a free product, you've been able to refine your product better than other people. And so now we want to actually partner with you to power some portion of what we offer, to offer kind of the best of breed to those people. So if a hosting, there's many hosting providers, for example, are now approaching us and saying, we want to offer fan page creation, and can we basically, resell or white label your version, because you've spent all the time, you've worked with hundreds of thousands of customers now to create the perfect solution. Can we now roll that into our offering, and not necessarily offer it for free, actually sell it to them?